My name is Cindy.wylie. I'm a certified divorce financial analyst with Cetera Investors, and I have the pleasure of speaking with Kim Coleman today. She is a certified laughter yoga instructor. Can't wait for you to hear about that. And insurance professional with Fogel Insurance Group, where she helps individuals and families navigate the complexities of home, auto, and umbrella policies, especially during major life changes like divorce. I know earlier we had talked about the three things that you have to do when someone's going through a divorce. They have to get their names off the loans and the liens. They got to change their insurance, remove their name from the deeds. There's just so much that it seems like they have to do when it comes to a home and vehicles. How does this affect their personal lives?
Well, let me give you an example, if I can.
Okay.
So this happened in our office. And so a person came into our office and they wanted us to write their home insurance policy, and they had already gone through a divorce. And I write the policy for them. They didn't say anything that led me to believe that the divorce wasn't final, that everything wasn't worked out already. And since I didn't have a cue to, further question that, I thought, okay, they've got everything in order. So I just went ahead and did it. Well, a couple weeks later, I get a call from the mortgage company, because this happens a lot. Mortgage companies will call the insurance company to make sure that the right names are on the policy.
Right.
And the mortgage company was calling to say, this ex's name needs to be on the policy because they're still on the mortgage, and they hadn't gotten that off. Now, let's say that something happened to that house, okay?
Right.
And the person who I wrote the policy for, they were supposed to have the house, but the ex's name is still on the policy. If something happened to that house, not only
no insurance.
The money would have to go to all of them. It would have to be, so there was something happened. There was a claim to be made. The adjuster comes in. The adjuster is going to pay out to the mortgage if there's a mortgage on there. And that other person who's not supposed to be on there is now involved in that as well.
Wow.
So you have to go through both of them. Things are going to happen. It's going to impact them in a negative way, because now that person has to be brought back into the situation. That's what's going to happen. I'll give you another example. We had a client, and this person claimed that they lost their engagement ring and filed a claim on the home policy, okay? They're divorced, right? The person who had the policy calls up and says, why is this claim being filed? I don't know anything about a piece of jewelry being lost. Nothing was lost. The other person was trying to make a claim on the home policy when there was nothing. The other person wasn't aware of it.
So they're keeping the ring and they're getting insurance
Exactly.
payout.
Well, do you know what happens after that? When you make a claim on your home policy, that is going to affect your premium.
Oh, right.
And now that other person has committed insurance fraud, and this other person is on the hook for whatever's going on there. Plus, if the claim is carried through, they have to pay that increased premium. So a lot of things happening, and we didn't know. We didn't know because it wasn't relayed to us effectively what was going on. So it can affect their personal lives in a negative manner, with either increased premium, with claims that they don't want on their policy, with delaying claims that'll be paid out if both names are still on the home or on the car.
Your role is so important. This is the thing they really need to take care of right away.
Right away.
And make sure both parties are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
And we haven't even talked about the fact that when you have kids on the auto policy, and who's paying what and where they're living and how that affects it.
Wow.
So that's another thing.
That's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother thing.
Have you back.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yeah.